There's a moment, right before you fully wake up, where nothing is owed yet. Before your feet hit the floor, before you check your phone, before the day starts doing what days do. It lasts about 4 seconds. Then it's gone. Let me tell you about someone. We'll call him Daniel. Daniel did everything right. Good college, decent job, built his credit score up from the 500s to a 720 in 3 years. Bought, or rather, financed a used Honda. Moved out of his roommate situation and into a one-bedroom that cost him more than he was comfortable with, but felt like a step forward. He subscribed to the tools he needed for work, the platforms he needed for life, the services that made modern existence function. And for a while, maybe a year, maybe 2, it felt like progress. Like he was building something. Like the life he wanted was finally being assembled piece by piece. But here's what Daniel hadn't looked at closely. None of it was his. The car, the bank owns it until 2028. The apartment, he can live there as long as he keeps paying. Miss 1 month, just 1, and that changes fast. His software, he doesn't own a single program on his machine. He licenses them, month to month. If Adobe decides to raise prices next quarter, and they will, his options are pay or lose access to every file he's ever made. His music library, thousands of songs exist entirely at Spotify's discretion. They could pull an artist tomorrow, shut down, and his library disappears with it. His photos, 10 years of memories live on Apple's servers. He pays $2.99 for that privilege. Stop paying, and you can guess what happens. We used to buy things. A record, a book, a car with cash, software in a box. You took it home. You owned it. It was yours even if the company went bankrupt tomorrow. That world is over. We don't buy things anymore. We buy access. And access can always be revoked. It happened on a Tuesday in March. Nothing dramatic, no crisis. He just did the math. He made $4,200 a month after taxes. Rent, $1,850. Car payment, $387. Insurance, all of it, $310. Student loan, $220. Phone, $85. Internet, $65. Subscriptions, he counted, 11 of them, $193. That's $3,110. Before he bought a single meal, before gas, before a doctor's visit, before anything that might go wrong. 73% of his income was already spent before the month started. Not spent on things he chose in the moment, spent on commitments he made months or years ago. His future income, money he hadn't earned yet, was already promised to someone else. The feeling you get in that moment? That's not anxiety. That's clarity. Think about what that number actually means. If you make $60,000 a year and 70% of it is already committed to fixed obligations, you are not deciding how to live. You are surviving on what's left. And what's left is about the size of a rounding error. Here's what they don't tell you when you're building your life. Every upgrade you make, better apartment, newer car, more tools, comes with a permanent monthly obligation attached. Every yes to progress is also a yes to a bill. And those bills don't care about your circumstances. They don't take a month off when you're struggling. They don't negotiate. They're automated. They run in the background of your life, whether you're watching or not. Every month, like clockwork, like gravity. Let's talk about what changed and why. For most of economic history, a sale was an event. You bought something, they got paid, it was over. That model has a problem from a business perspective. It's unpredictable, hard to plan around. One great quarter, one bad quarter, dependent on constantly finding new customers. No floor, no guarantee. But a subscription is something different entirely. Predictable, stable, It compounds. It scales without proportional cost. And critically, people don't cancel things they build their life around. This is why every company in the world, software, media, automotive, fitness, food, has been sprinting toward the subscription model for 20 years. Not because it's better for you, because you are worth more as a monthly stream than as a one-time transaction. You are not the customer. You are the thing being monetized. Your financial fragility is someone else's revenue certainty. Your labor, your income, your monthly output is a line item on someone else's balance sheet. Recurring, reliable, yours in name only. So he tried an experiment. What if he just canceled everything? Adobe, $54 a month, but every design file he's ever made is in their format. The moment he cancels, he can't open them. The parking app is how he gets to work, the work that pays for everything else. Cancel his health insurance? One unexpected hospital visit, just one, and that debt that follows would be bigger than the subscription ever was. He couldn't cancel his way out. Not because he was weak, not because he was irresponsible, because the subscriptions had become infrastructure. They weren't luxuries sitting on top of his life. They were his life, the plumbing, the walls, the floor. And here's the trap's quiet cruelty. The job funds the obligations. The obligations require the job. You cannot leave the job because the bills will not pause. You cannot stop the bills because you need the tools to keep the job. Work, pay, survive, repeat. Not because anyone forced you. Because you opted in. Because it felt like progress at the time. Here's what this should make you furious, and doesn't because it's been normalized. You consented to all of it. The lease, the loan agreement, the software license, the auto renewal clause, the arbitration waiver, the data sharing policy, the price adjustment notice buried in Section 11, Paragraph 4, Subsection C. You clicked agree. You signed. You initialed. You checked the box. Now, to be fair, what were you supposed to do? Not rent an apartment? Not use software? Not get a phone? These aren't optional luxuries in modern life. They are entry requirements. The consent is real, but the choice largely is not. You're not choosing between terms. You're choosing between participating in modern life or not. And they know that. That's not a conspiracy. That's just business. But it's worth calling it what it is. Low monthly payments, affordable financing, zero down, cancel anytime. These aren't gifts. These are recruitment strategies for a system that requires your consistent monthly output to function. He did a different kind of math that night. Not monthly, longer. If he stopped working tomorrow, no income, nothing. How long until everything collapsed? Rent would be late by day 31. Car payment missed by day 45. Credit score cracking by day 60. Health insurance lapsed by day 90. Collections calling by day 120. 4 months. The entire structure he spent years building, gone in 4 months. There's a moment most people never calculate. Not when things are going well, when they stop. Miss enough payments, and the system doesn't pause for you. It doesn't negotiate. It doesn't ask what happened. It unwinds you. Your credit collapses first, then your access, then your options. Not all at once. In sequence, clean, predictable, automated. The same automation that built it dismantles it. And here's what makes this more than one man's Tuesday night. Daniel isn't unique. He's median. The median American household carries nearly 6 figures in debt. More than half the country couldn't cover a $1,000 emergency without borrowing. And yet, by every visible metric, these people look fine. They have apartments, cars, phones, streaming services,
they look like they're doing okay. That's the brilliance of it. The cage looks like a lifestyle. At some point that night, the question shifted. It stopped being about money. The couch he's sitting on, 18 months same as cash, technically still being paid off. The TV outside, a part of a bundle. The car outside, loan until 2028. The apartment, renewed monthly by automatic payment. The clothes he's wearing, bought on a card with a revolving balance.
And he realizes there is almost nothing here that is fully, irrevocably his. He is surrounded by things he has rented. Some of them he just calls by different names. And then the thought that keeps him up. How much of my actual life, my time, my choices, my future is already spoken for? Your Monday through Friday sold. Your income for the next 30 years collateral. Your choices narrowed by your obligations. Nobody took your freedom. You financed it. I'm not telling you to cancel everything. I'm not selling you a plan. I'm not going to end this with steps or a course or a way out. I'm just asking you to look at it clearly, to call it what it is. You are not building a life. You are leasing one. And the terms auto-renew every month without asking, because you agreed once a long time ago, when it felt like progress. They don't need to control you. They just need to be the thing you can't afford to lose. They don't need walls. They just need autopay. Most people don't think about it. They just click agree. And the system doesn't need you to be happy, just consistent.